1. Hello and welcome to the Spoony Futon, and if you don't like mushrooms on your pizza, don't be a bitch and find another place to order one. And we're going to be doing Torvus Bog. Let's do this thing. Canada. I think you've been here before. I don't know, I have a lot of followers from Canada. I can't remember. They come and go. But no bullshit, like, Canadian viewers are my favorite viewers. I'm not trying to be nice or appeal to anything. I just get some of the most consistent conversation. Never been here, huh? Unless I was asleep. I go by central data time. I'm usually from 8 p.m. to like 12. So what are your favorite games, Curliest? Name 5. It counts. I'd also accept, like, Doom and Doom Eternal as an answer. Just because of how similar those two games are. Even though one is clearly better than the other. Push forward arena combat. Or like the Mega Man X trilogy, you know. I consider that one game. If you couldn't pick one. The same goes for these. Okay. I thank you for restoring energy to the Temple of Aegon. Your valor honors the Luminoth, those who have passed and those who remain here under my protection as they sleep in stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will surely seek revenge for your actions. With the energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. I have detected unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvis sector. The enemy is on the move. The swamplands of Torvis are treacherous and can hinder you considerably, but there's some really fucking awesome items there. So seek the Temple of Torvis. More knowledge awaits you there. I've never met anyone who considers Pikmin their favorite game. May the light of Aether serve you well. What do you like so much about it? Harmony-class drone. The Luminoth designed the Harmony units to be free-roaming, independent cleaning units. They use focused energy beams and kinetic pulses to perform their duties. Unfortunately, they now consider all living things as filth that must be cleansed from the world. The Bomberman series as a whole. No specific one, since I always have a good time. Hot damn. Well, you agree with me that one of the top 5 greatest game soundtracks is Bomberman Hero. That hardcore 90s drum and bass. That Aphex Twin Omni Trio shit, just constantly boom, boom, boom. Beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, boop. Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, boop. I had to get that out of my system. Fucking love that soundtrack so much. I consider it like a worthy EDM album. This puzzle sucks. Sonic Rush. Got a lot of emotes. The Sentries were designed by the Luminoth to protect their camps on Dark Aether. The Ing learned how to process them and turn them into former masters. Many still remain throughout Dark Aether, now serving the Ing as they served the Luminoth before them. Most weapon types will stun the Sentries. Only charged light energy will destroy them. Very ornate. An objet d'art, if you will. A lot of hexagons. Okay. Damn it, now I have Bomberman Hero music in my head. Ba 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 ba. Hyperspace. Are those emotes now permanently in your roster? Like if they cure mortality and Twitch goes on for 500 years, would you still be able to use them? Well, right on. Bombers? Nope. The space pirates have begun to use an experimental energy grenade launcher in the field. The weapon is viewed as a mixed blessing to the grenadier units. While the grenade launchers are powerful weapons, grenadiers must leave their rifles behind to carry them. Fast-moving targets can close range on grenadiers, rendering their main weapon somewhat ineffective. It's a bit late to ask this, but how's my mic audio? Is there any peaking or distortion? That's what's up. Thank you. They came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call to the Carde to warn of this surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful. I almost said preachful. I should have. The Torvus bearer pod grows around useful items. The hard outer shell can be shattered by weapon fire. The Luminoth use the hardy plants to store supplies for operations in the Torvus bog. They are resistant to harsh chemicals and diseases that run rampant in the swamp. and emit a deadly cloud when destroyed. This has discouraged their consumption by local animals. The Shredder spends most of its life in the earth. When agitated, it will spin from the ground and then begin to fly towards its foe. Should it reach its target, the Shredder will explode with a considerable force, releasing a cloud of thorns as it does. Shredders are resilient, but can be eliminated with concentrated weapon fire. One thing I will never let down from this game, regardless of how... I lacked one scan to get 100% scans. Ah! That was my last playthrough, actually. I was missing the dark webbing that, like, locks the doors. I think it only appears when you fight the, Warrior Ing to get the third Dark Temple key in Aegon Wastes. Hidelings. Hidelings are small water dwellers. They give a lot of ammo, and travel in packs for safety, roaming the water in search for bits of food. Their only defense is a bite, though their small teeth are sharp enough to pierce metal. Yep. That's kind of rough. I could tell that they got rid of that in Crime 3 for a reason, that you had to get multiple phase scans. One of the better songs in the series. Apparate, damn you. Thank you. Ah! Shriekers. A cousin to the Shredder, the Shrieker waits for prey half buried in the earth. When it detects a target, it erupts from the ground and takes flight, and releases a sonic blast to stun its target, then sweeps to feast. Shriekers can generate a stealth goddamn I'm tired field that disrupts most visors and make them difficult to attack. Oh, that is cool. Make it sideways so it looks like a piranha plant. I guess I can't. Yeah. Oh well. No. I think I got 40 more minutes in me, then I'm gonna call it quits. Supposed to go this way? I think so. The reason I didn't get the scan is kind of funny when I think about... I've already been here, haven't I? Oh, what the fuck? Ugh. How do we get up there? Sentinel crystals. During the war, the Luminoth used the Sentinel crystals to monitor key areas and installations. They are incredibly durable, resisting all but the most powerful of Ing attacks. Umo still uses the remaining Sentinel crystals to keep a watch on Ing for activity. think I'd go this way to lower a bridge. It took me about 5 playthroughs to start memorizing. This game has a problem where every room has like 8 doors. Takes a lot of practice to memorize navigation. But the world building is the most creative and the most complete world building in any Metroid game. I don't know, there's certain parts in Prime 3 that are cooler. But this game's far more consistent than 3. The amphibious Grinchler lurks in marsh areas in search of prey. Fearless, it will spring from hiding and attack anything that moves. If it is unable to fell its prey with its powerful jaws, it will fire a potent burst of energy at them. Grinchlers have one weak spot. A genetic defect makes their shell on their back susceptible to explosive blasts. Remove the shell to expose a vulnerable nerve center, then target it to eliminate the creature. Bloat sack. That's a name to be born with. The humble bloat sack contributes its ecology. Holy fuck! Scared the shit out of me, Becky. Thank you so much for the host. Ha! All hail Spoonster, White Mage Becky. Welcome back to the futon. Thanks for the re-up. 2 months with a tier 1. Give her some love. The humble bloat sack contributes to its ecology by producing large amounts of benevolent gases. It thrives in damp environments. Though it can survive in most climates and terrains, the bloat sack secretes a venomous sap over its body. Very few creatures can ingest the sap and survive, making it a useful defense mechanism for the plant. Let me turn down my PC audio. That was really fucking loud. Torvus Hanging Pod. The Luminoth placed these pods throughout the bog for use by their soldiers during the war. Though many have been raided since then, some may still contain useful items left over from the war. A memory comes from these enemies to me is that I would get so tired of going around them, I would just use the black hole. Oh, yes! The Dark Burst is like the coolest weapon in any shooter game. You summon a black hole from an arm cannon. That's what it's there for, is when you're just fed up. Frickin' magical. The Ing Sphere keeps useful items in a dimensional pocket. Normally, the Ing Sphere will only release the item to its Ing masters. The pocket can be breached by destroying the Ing Sphere. However, this sometimes destroys the item, but can be worth the risk. The worst enemy in all of Metroid is in my favorite Metroid game. Damn these fucking things to hell. Oh. The Ing prize the few pirate commandos they manage to take alive. Only Hunter Ing are allowed to possess the commandos. And the competition for... You know what? This enemy sucks so much, I'm not even going to read his profile. That's how much I fucking hate this guy. The greatest weapon sometimes is to ignore something. What? God, I hate you. But hating it gives it attention, and that makes it feel better. Because it gets a response, so let's not. Let's talk about how much of a crime it is for restaurants to put canned mushrooms on their pizza pie. Sporb. That's a cool name. The hanging sporb sits spatially... Fuck! Sits patiently until a potential meal is detected. A burst of poison needles is the sporb's primary means of attack. It can also extend its body over short distances, gripping small targets with its powerful jaws. Dark Pirate Commandos are... No, we don't talk about them. We talk about how cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tarts own you. And anyone who disagrees is the president of Poopy. You are correct, though. And that's why I hate them. And I'm talking about the standard strawberry Pop-Tarts. The room is locked until you eat them. And they're not nearly as good as the blueberry frost or the, cinnamon brown sugar. It's mainly those damn sugar sprinkles. That's what ruined it. It's a texture thing. I'm talking about Pop-Tarts, and not that other thing that we don't talk about. Specifically strawberry Pop-Tarts with the white frosting and the sugar sprinkles. I like how this game has a handicap system. The lower you are on a resource, the more likely it is to appear. And it's fun to abuse to get more ammo. No, you're not missing anything at all. I don't know, everyone has a different palate. But I feel safe in saying that Pop-Tarts are pretty grim. They might be a comfort food for one or two people, but... No. And don't say that. I don't know, the cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tarts are pretty damn good. Next time you're in town, or like at a bulk barn or something, get cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tarts and put ice cream on top of them after running them through the toaster. A great warrior comes to the temple of the Torvis. May you succeed where I failed. I am Avok, the last sentinel of this temple. Heed my words carefully. As you can see, the temple has been crippled by the ravages of war. While the main chamber has been mostly preserved, the remainder of the temple has been flooded. You must use your abilities to venture into these flooded areas and find the keys that you need to enter the Dark Temple. The waters of Dark Aether are foul and venomous. Avoid them if you can. You can read green now. The Ing will seek your light with great zeal. Do not underestimate them. The time for talk is over. Good hunting, and may the light of Aether guide your aim. Are you a health-conscious eater? Do you like focus on probiotics and protein and... Amidst this turmoil, we discovered many disturbing anomalies. Spatial disturbances appeared across the land. Objects went into a state of dimensional flux, their atoms divided between Aether and somewhere else. There was little time to ponder these strange happenings, for we had to deal with the devastation of our lands. Okay. Do you have a sweet tooth? The company Pillsbury makes a thing called toaster strudels. They are far superior. In fact, there was a commercial in the 90s about toaster strudels. Where, like, a kid had a friend who would give him a toaster strudel when he got to school. And the Pop-Tart that the kid's mom sent with him, he'd just, like, stuff in a locker. And then he opened his locker and, like, 8,000 Pop-Tarts fell out. Pillsbury toaster strudel is just They kick Pop-Tarts in the testicles so hard that the Pop-Tarts throw up and can't breathe anymore. And they enter a state of shock and then they collapse. Commonly known as death. That is how good toaster strudels are. But you have to have a toaster oven. You can't just slide them down in a toaster. They gotta be baked delicately. But it's worth it. The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing a dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible dark swarms shrieked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures, and transforming them into what we would come to call darklings. The dark creature became our enemies, and peace came to an end on Aether. You weren't born in Canada. Maybe that's why I don't recognize them. Where were you from, and do you like Canada better? And if so, congratulations. Dedicated to hunting the hunter, the Pirate Commando units have been equipped with the latest weapons, including a variable pulse cannon, E-grenade launcher, and energy scythe. Powerful thrusters carry them at high speeds over any terrain. A portable barrier shield repels most attacks, but can only be deployed for a limited periods. How do you like the... God, it just breaks the game. Light and dark beam are... Coming up on a boss. Venezuela. You prefer Canada way more. Right on. Has anyone introduced you to the TV show Corner Gas yet? My two favorite Canadian things are Corner Gas and The Red Green Show. They're very popular here in America as well. Okay. Good stuff. Very dry humor. Extremely sarcastic, low-key. Deadpan. But yeah, props on the move and props on the anniversary. This boss is a pain. On a first playthrough, this will make people quit and sell their game. It was hard to push past this one. Should have farmed more light beam ammo, but I think we'll manage. We'll be alright. Yeah, when I first played this guy kicked my ass. I think I didn't know that I was supposed to bomb it when it was a puddle. This Warrior Ing has absorbed the power of the Boost Ball. It can boost blast towards its enemies, using its body as a potent weapon. When it is not solid form, engaging it in Morph Ball mode may provide better attack opportunities. Get up. Oh, come on. Ah! Fuckface. That's why I hate this boss. The amount of time it takes between when you're able to damage it. It's so hard to get him to stop boosting. Look at this shit. There. I would strongly disagree. It's easy now, but everyone has a different learning curve in a video game. Everyone adapts differently, they learn differently, and for a lot of people, this boss will kick their butt. Boost ball is king. Love the boost ball. Let's get the Seeker missiles and then call it a stream. Nice. Yes. And unless you're speedrunning, the best version to be playing this game on is the Wii version. All because you can do this. You can't do this on the GameCube version. And being able to Morph Ball jump actually makes the Spider Ball Guardian a fair fight. versus being the absolute most tedious Metroid fight in all of human history. Possibly the most tedious boss fight ever. Nope, Gate from Mega Man X6 is the most tedious. But then the Spider Ball Guardian. The Hunter Ing patrol the lands of Dark Aether in search of the Horde's enemies. They can render their bodies intangible, allowing them to ambush their targets with ease. Hunter Ing can generate long, deadly tentacles, which they use with great effect in battle. Cunning and relentless, the Hunter Ing will seize their prey or die. So did I. I got it the day it came out. It was one of those awkward things where my brother ended up liking the game more than I did when we first played it. And he would, like, play ahead of my file. I'm like, no, bitch, it's my game. Stop spoiling. Rightfully so, though. Despite the shortcomings of some, like, the boss fights, I keep saying it, the world building in Prime 2 is as good as it gets. Ain't no teen girl. Quite good, quite good. Hey, these little things. The crocus is all hocus and thrives in toxins it extracts from the surroundings. It secretes an acidic trail. I'm not going to change it. In its wake, and it roams in search of nourishment. The durable mollusk can be damaged when exposed to toxin. When it exposes its toxin-absorbing gills, few weapons can penetrate the creature's shell. I want to look at it. You're ugly. But you move cutely. Look at him move. It's a bit. It's hopping like a two-legged puppy. It's a puzzle device. The Arachnic Morph Ball boss. Oh, were you talking about, the one where you get the Annihilator Beam? Quadraxis? Because I think that boss is awesome. It goes on for a long time, yes, but it's multifaceted. And you use most of all the weaponry you got up to that point. As a good boss should make you do. One of the most disappointing bosses in a game is Ganon at the end of Twilight Princess. Story-wise, it's very good. But considering that it's the second longest Zelda game ever made, and how awesome Ganon is as a villain in that game, you just, like, clash swords, and then for a game where you learn 7 different amazing sword techniques, the last fight with Ganon requires you absolutely none of them, except for the fatal draw or the final blow, whatever. The Age of Anxiety. In time, the roar of a wounded planet subsided. The air, though fouled, was breathable. Light made its way through the dark veil over this world. Slowly, we ventured out from the shelters of our homes to see what remained of our paradise. What little comfort we gained by surviving was soon shattered, for when we looked onward, all we saw was devastation. Half of the planet's energy had vanished from the energy controllers. Aether became violently unstable as a result. Of the stellar object which was struck our home, there was no sign. No, play Twilight Princess. Don't let what I said dissuade you from that game. Because the immersion of that boss fight is stellar. It's Goosebump City. It'll give you hives and bring your knees to the earth. Just mechanically, it's not a very good boss fight. Story-wise, it's incredible. Honestly, I could say the same thing about the last boss in Prime 1 and 2 as well. You just do one move to kill him. Twilight Princess is an exceptionally good game. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Hold on. No, I just entered through Light Aether. Wind Waker's really good. The only one I have a problem with is Skyward Sword. Cataclysm. The starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck Aether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Aether held. There was great devastation, however. The green plains of Aegon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvis was engulfed and wrapped by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. If I remember correctly, there's no lore here. purple, blue. Red, yellow. Yellow, red. Huh. Hell yes. Another reason to play this on the Wii. Using the Seeker launcher is as intuitive as breathing oxygen. Completely natural with the lock-on free motion controls. Too brown? Have they taken an art class before? Look at the green. Look at the shades of pink. Then it becomes yellow here. The areas of the game that are brown have a lot of dynamic color to accent it. The last hit breached my armor. The poison spreads. Though I have found the key, it is too late for me. Soon my light will fail. They know I am here, and they will come to this site to plunder the key. My last stand shall be at the edge of the temple grounds. I only hope I have the strength to fight when they arrive. If it is too brown, it's the best use of brown in any video game I've ever seen. And I'm calling it a night. Anyone who hasn't followed or subbed, do so now. You know what to do. Links are in the description. If you want to say hi to me personally, get on my Discord. For those on YouTube, go to my Twitch. For those on Twitch, go to my YouTube. Click on the pictures below. And I will see you next episode.